So we're looking at top penny stock list updates with with gains of up to 40%. So what we're going to have a look now is we're going to actually have a look and see, where are these penny stocks trading to see, can we take advantage of them, or are we already too late to the game? So my point is that usually by the time it comes out on the news, it's too late to actually take advantage of any of these stocks. So let's go have a look. Let's have a look if this is the right stock. So auto parts, right? So they say, however, report a 24% increase in sales and higher earnings, and intraday and 39% year-to-date increase. As you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, if you got into the stock right now, you'd lose money. The stock has had a huge run-up. It's already gapped down. So it's too late in the day to get involved in the stock, in my opinion. Because what you're looking at is you're already having your sellers come into the market. They've already pushed the stock down. So if you had bought on that news, you would have lost money. Let's have a look at another one. Number 4, DFBG. Yeah, we can see already the stock has come back down, and we can see MACD, so another stock. You have these new sites pushing these stocks that are the best penny stocks to own. But what you're actually seeing here is that the news, like usual, is late to the show. You can't trust them because the stock is already has already been sold off. If we have a look at the gain that it made here since July, we have a stock that's moved up 170%. It's not time to get into these stocks when it comes out in the news. That's the time to sell your stocks, or to actually go in the opposite direction a lot of the time. You can see here that this is a large move to the downside, and we can see here that MACD, the indicator, is showing that this stock is moving to the downside. So let's look at another top, they're calling it to them another top penny stock. So let's have a look. NVFY. So as we can see, this stock has made a huge move to the upside. It's already hitting resistance, and to the T. Like, I mean, if we actually put our marker over here and we say, okay, there's resistance over there, and there's resistance over there. The stock has even failed to reach resistance, and we're seeing MACD is moving down. So my point in showing you this is that this stock since August has had a 254% move, right? A little stock like this has gone from 50 cents all the way up to 1.99. In candlesticks, this would be shown as a shooting star, and this stock, in my opinion, is not going to go higher because this here is a very sharp move. If you get involved in this stock at the moment, this here is actually a doji, and if we looked at this in a candlestick chart, and we'll see with the MACD that the stock could actually be going down, especially when a stock fails to break through its previous resistance. That's when you run into problems. Now with this stock, we'll have to just see. I mean, if it breaks through the resistance, then sure. But at the moment as it stands, if you enter the stock, the chances of it going higher are pretty slim to none indeed. So number 2, Transatlantic Petroleum, TAT. Let's have a look at this one. Who knows? Maybe we can find one stock that's actually moving up. So this actual stock doesn't look too bad. I mean, what we're seeing here is we're seeing that we've had a very steep downtrend. So I like to usually see stocks bouncing off of that, and we have crossed the 50-day moving average. So this stock doesn't look too bad for me, because the reason I say that is we see that it's been in this downtrend, and now we're breaking this. So but in terms of the dailies, unless it breaks up past this high over here, or it comes back down, because at this point in time, I mean, the stock has moved in a very short period of time, 77% in 4 days. That's a huge move for a little stock like this. So the smart money has taken the money off the table. We'll just have to see. This stock, I don't think it looks too bad. Maybe from a longer term trading perspective, a few months, 3-4 months. But in terms of like taking quick profits, this isn't quite the stock that you want to own. If we have a look at it on a 3-day chart, let's have a look at a 3-day chart. So in terms of the 3-day chart, we do see that it's moving above the 50-day moving average. We haven't, it's still got some room to move. So from a little bit of a trading perspective, it's not a bad stock to own. But from a day trading, well, not from a day trading perspective, but from a day perspective, looking at each one of these bars represents one day. It looks like it's been overbought at this particular point in time. So unless it breaks out of these highs here, which might take a few weeks, then this might not be the stock to invest and trade in. Let's have a look at another one, CLRB. So we can see from it that this doesn't look too bad. I mean, we have a sharp downtrend, so this would have been good to actually ride this and short the stock until it actually gives us a really good viable move to the upside. I would miss the stock as well. I wouldn't be trading the stock unless it breaks out of this pattern that we see forming here. If I drew a support line there and a resistance line over here, and it broke up to the upside, then sure. But we might be waiting a few days or weeks before it actually crosses above and makes higher moves. Let's have a look at FCEL. And let's just make sure that this is the right one, FCEL. And we can see again, the stock had made some really good moves here early in the year in March, and a high, fast move to the upside. You know, if you got in now, it would be, I think, in my opinion, a little bit too early. You want to actually wait until you see some volume or bigger moves breaking up out of this move. And a good move would be above the, from a longer time perspective, over the 200-day moving average. But from a 3-day perspective, I mean, the stock is pretty flat. If we have a look here, the stock is flat, which isn't a bad move in and of itself. It's just that it's flat at the moment. You really want to see a stock actually begin to move to the upside. So if we go back to our daily chart, we do a zoom in here, we can see that there's not much really happening with the stock. It's sort of been in the same range more or less since August. So we need volume to come into the stock in order for it to actually move. So in terms of will these stocks move, you've had a look at them, you've seen on the chart. If you want to learn how to trade penny stocks, you can sign up to this newsletter. I actually have a full course that you can download. It's about an hour and a half. And we go over everything regarding penny stocks and penny stock trading. It's videos, a report, and I also give you a list of newsletters that you can sign up to that actually let you get into these stocks when you see moves like we see back here. You know, this is a time that you really want to be getting into a stock, or if you're shorting stocks, you really want to be getting into the stocks when you see these big moves. You don't want to be getting into a stock like this, because what happens is you just sit and wait. What will happen is if you got into a stock like this, you might sit a few weeks to wait, when really you've got anywhere from 50 to 100 stocks between the 0.25 cents to $5 range every single day moving. So if you're looking to learn how to trade penny stocks, then sign up here. I'll put a link below the video. This will show you how to trade stocks, and most importantly, how to get into the stocks before the news even gets hold of them. Because if we can catch moves and move up like this, like a move like this quickly moves to the upside, is 30% in 10 days. That's a move that you want to catch. This is too slow. This is like watching paint dry. And when you see moves like this, where you have big selling, then you could have shorted the stock. And if we look at how much the stock moved in terms of value, even if we say, if we didn't even catch, the big moves in the stock, if we even started the shorting the stock over there, in 2 days you could have made a 28% return on investment. And this is what the newsletters that I suggest that people buy or sign up to do, because you can make a lot faster money shorting stocks, or when stocks are moving to the downside. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned. I'll be bringing you more stock updates.